My beloved child, why do you weep in the stillness of the night? Why do you feel like the weight of the world is too much for you to carry? Why do you question if I see you, if I know your pain, if I care about the tears that fall from your eyes? I am here, closer than your breath, closer than the beating of your heart. I see your struggles, your fears, and the ache that hides deep within you. I am the God who formed you, the one who numbered every hair on your head. I know you more intimately than you know yourself. Do not doubt my presence in your brokenness, for I am the God who never leaves, who never abandons. I know that life feels overwhelming right now. The pieces of your world may feel shattered beyond repair. You look at your circumstances, and all you see is chaos, despair, and uncertainty. But, my child, I want you to know this: you are not alone. Even when you cannot see the way forward, I am your way. Even when you feel abandoned, I am holding you close. When your strength fails, lean on me. My arms are strong enough to carry you through every storm, through every valley, through every night of weeping. Do you not know? Have you not heard? I am the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. I do not grow tired or weary, and my understanding no one can fathom. I give strength to the weary and increase the power of the weak. My child, when you feel like you can no longer take another step, I will lift you. When your faith falters, I will be your foundation. When your heart is crushed, I will mend it with my love. Oh, how I long for you to rest in me, to lay down your burdens and let me carry them. Do you remember my words in Matthew 11 verses 28 to 30? I said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." These are not empty promises, my child. They are the truth. I am offering you my peace, my rest, my strength. Will you trust me? Will you let go of your fears and place them in my hands? I know it's not easy to trust when life feels like it's falling apart. I know you've been hurt, betrayed, and let down by people who were supposed to care for you. But I am not like them. My love for you is unchanging, unshakable, eternal. Before you were born, I chose you. Before you took your first breath, I loved you with an everlasting love. And that love remains, no matter what you've done, no matter where you've been, no matter how broken you feel. You may feel like you're at the end of your rope, but I want you to know that I am your beginning. When you feel like you've lost everything, remember that you haven't lost me. And as long as you have me, you have hope. I am the God who makes beauty from ashes, who turns mourning into dancing, who brings life to what was once dead. There is no situation too hopeless, no wound too deep, no mistake too great that I cannot redeem. Oh, my precious child, don't you see? I am your refuge and your fortress, your ever-present help in times of trouble. When the waters rise and the storms rage, I will not let you drown. When the fire blazes, you will not be burned, for I am with you. I am the God who parted the Red Sea, who shut the mouths of lions, who calmed the raging storm with a single word. Do you think your problems are too big for me? Do you think your pain is beyond my reach? No, my child. Nothing is impossible for me. I am calling you to rest in my arms, to trust in my promises, to believe in my power. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Even when life feels out of control, I am in control. Even when you can't see what I'm doing, I am working all things together for your good. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. Do not be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. You are mine, my child. I have called you by name, and you belong to me. No weapon formed against you will prosper, and no enemy can snatch you out of my hand. Lift up your eyes to the hills, my beloved. Where does your help come from? Your help comes from me, the maker of heaven and earth. I will not let your foot slip. I will watch over you day and night. I am your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. I will keep you from all harm and watch over your life. So, my child, take heart. Do not let your heart be troubled. Trust in me. Rest in my love. Let my peace, which transcends all understanding, guard your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. I am the anchor for your soul, firm and secure. When the waves crash and the winds howl, hold on to me. I will never let you go. I know you've been through so much, my beloved. I know your heart has been broken, your spirit crushed. But I am close to the broken-hearted. I save those who are crushed in spirit. I will heal your wounds, bind up your broken heart, and restore your soul. I will turn your mourning into joy, your despair into hope, your ashes into beauty. Trust in me, my child. Even when you don't understand. Even when it hurts. Even when the road ahead seems dark and uncertain. Trust that I am with you, that I am for you, that I am working everything out for your good. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in your weakness. Do not give up, my beloved. Do not let the trials of this life steal your hope, your joy, your faith. I have overcome the world, and because you are in me, you too will overcome. When life falls apart, rest in my arms. Let my love surround you, my peace fill you, my strength sustain you. You are not alone. You are mine, and I will never let you go. Hold on, my child. Hold on to me. I will carry you through. I will see you through. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I am your God, and you are my beloved. Rest in my arms, and let me be your refuge, your strength, your everything. Even now, as you hear my words, I am reaching out to you. My arms are wide open, ready to embrace you in your weariness, in your brokenness, in your pain. My heart aches for you to know the depth of my love, the power of my peace, and the strength of my presence in your life. You don't have to face this world alone, my child. You don't have to carry the burdens that weigh you down. Let me carry them for you. Let me be your refuge, your strong tower, your resting place. I know you feel as if you are walking through fire, but remember my promise. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, and the flames shall not consume you. Why? Because you are precious in my sight. You are honored, and I love you. Nothing, not the flames of hardship, not the floods of despair, can separate you from my love. Let go of the fear that grips your heart. Let go of the doubts that whisper lies into your soul. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. I am the God who walks beside you, who carries you when you can no longer stand. When life feels like too much, let me be your strength. When you feel like giving up, let me remind you that I have a purpose for your life, a purpose greater than anything you can imagine. Do you know what I see when I look at you? I see my beloved child, fearfully and wonderfully made. I see someone created with a purpose, chosen for such a time as this. I see beauty, even in your brokenness. I see potential, even in your pain. I see the story I am writing with your life, a story of redemption, hope, and victory. Do not be afraid of the future, my child, for I am already there. I go before you, making a way where there seems to be no way. I am your provider, your protector, your guide. Trust in me with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge me, and I will make your paths straight. When the storms of life rage around you, remember that I am the God who commands the wind and the waves. I am the God who says, "Peace, be still," and the storm obeys. The storms in your life are no different. They are not beyond my control. They are not outside my reach. I am working in the midst of your storm, even when you cannot see it. I am refining you, strengthening you, preparing you for the plans I have for you. You may feel weak, but my grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in your weakness. When you are weak, I am strong. When you feel like you can't go on, lean on me, and I will carry you. When your faith feels small, remember that even faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. Do not despise your weakness, for it is in your weakness that my strength is revealed. Oh, my beloved child, how I long for you to rest in me. Stop striving. Stop trying to fix everything on your own. Stop carrying burdens that were never meant for you to bear. Come to me, and let me give you rest. Let me fill you with my peace, the peace that surpasses all understanding. Let me renew your strength, so you can soar on wings like eagles, run and not grow weary, walk and not faint. Do you see it now? Do you feel my presence? I am here, holding you, comforting you, whispering my love into your heart. You are not alone. You are never alone. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. So rest, my child. Rest in my arms. Let me quiet your soul, calm your fears, and fill you with my love. Let me remind you that you are mine, and nothing can ever separate you from my love. Not trouble, not hardship, not persecution, not famine, not nakedness, not danger, not sword, nothing in all creation can separate you from my love in Christ Jesus. Trust me, my beloved. Trust that I am for you, not against you. Trust that I am working all things together for your good. Trust that I am faithful to fulfill every promise I have made to you. And when you feel overwhelmed, when life feels like too much, come back to these words. Let them remind you of my love, my faithfulness, my power. Let them remind you that you are not alone. You are mine, and I will never let you go. Rest, my child. Rest in my arms, and let me carry you through. You are loved, you are cherished, you are mine. Forever and always. My child, even as you hear my voice, I am wrapping you in the warmth of my presence. I want you to know that there is no storm I cannot calm, no wound I cannot heal, no mountain I cannot move. Your tears do not fall unnoticed, and your pain does not go unheard. I see every hidden ache in your heart, and I am here to bring comfort and healing. Life may have thrown its harshest battles at you. It may feel like you're standing at the edge of a cliff, with no way forward and no strength to go back. But even there, I am with you. I am the God who makes rivers in the desert, who brings streams of living water to the dry places of your soul. When you are thirsty for hope, I will quench that thirst with my promises. When your spirit is weary, I will revive you with my spirit. Do not be afraid, my beloved. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. These plans were not cancelled by your mistakes, nor were they derailed by your struggles. My purposes for you are firm, unshaken by the trials of life. Trust me when I say that even the pain you are experiencing now has a purpose. I am using it to shape you, to strengthen you, to prepare you for the great things I have in store for you. Remember, my child, I am the potter, and you are the clay. There are moments when the shaping feels uncomfortable, even painful, but it is in those moments that I am molding you into a vessel of honor. The cracks and broken places in your life are not signs of failure, they are places where my light can shine through. The scars you bear are testimonies of my grace and faithfulness. Oh, my precious one, lift your eyes to the hills. Where does your help come from? It comes from me, the maker of heaven and earth. I will not let your foot slip, I will watch over you day and night. I am your keeper, your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. I will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. Let these words sink into your heart, my child, you are not defeated. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are chosen, loved, and held securely in my hands. The enemy may try to whisper lies into your ear, telling you that you are not enough, that you will never overcome. But listen to my voice instead. I say you are more than a conqueror through Christ who loves you. I say you are victorious, because I have already won the battle on your behalf. The cross stands as a reminder of my victory. It is the ultimate display of my love for you. My Son, Jesus, endured the cross so that you could live in freedom, so that you could experience my love in its fullness. He bore the weight of your sin, your shame, your pain, so that you would never have to carry it alone. His resurrection is your assurance that nothing, not even death, can separate you from my love. So, my child, let go of the chains that bind you. Let go of the guilt, the shame, the fear, the doubt. Lay them at the foot of the cross, and walk in the freedom I have given you. I have called you out of darkness into my marvelous light. You are no longer a slave to fear, you are my child, my beloved, my treasured possession. As you move forward, do not rely on your own strength. Lean on me. Let me guide your steps, light your path, and carry you when you cannot walk. My grace is sufficient for you, and my power is made perfect in your weakness. When you feel overwhelmed, remember that I am your refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. When you feel lost, remember that I am the Good Shepherd, and I will leave the 99 to find you. Come to me, my child. Let me hold you, comfort you, and remind you of who you are in me. You are not defined by your failures or your circumstances. You are defined by my love, by the identity I have given you. You are my masterpiece, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which I prepared in advance for you to do. So rest in my arms, my beloved. Rest in the assurance of my love, the certainty of my promises, and the power of my presence. Let me fill you with my peace, the peace that surpasses all understanding. Let me renew your strength and restore your joy. Let me remind you that you are mine, and nothing in all creation can change that. You are loved. You are cherished. You are never alone. Rest in my arms, my child, and let me carry you through. My love for you will never fail. My beloved child, do you not understand the depth of my care for you? I created you with intention and love. You are not an accident, you are my masterpiece, fearfully and wonderfully made in my image. Before you took your first breath, I knew you. I formed you in the secret place, knitting you together with precision and purpose. Every part of you is known to me, and there is no detail of your life that escapes my attention. Even now, as you sit there listening, I am speaking directly to your heart. My words are not distant or abstract, they are personal and intentional. I know the weight you carry, the thoughts that consume you, and the fears that keep you awake at night. I see the tears you shed in silence, the prayers you whisper when no one is watching. My child, every tear is precious to me. They are not forgotten but gathered by me. I am moved by your pain, and I long to bring you peace. Do you remember the stories of my faithfulness? I was with Daniel in the lion's den, shutting the mouths of the beasts. I was with David when he faced the giant with nothing but a sling and a stone. I was with Joseph when he was betrayed and forgotten, turning his trial into triumph. And I was with my people when they stood before the Red Sea, making a way when there was no way. These are not just stories of the past, they are reminders of my unchanging nature. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. The same power that parted the sea, shut the mouths of lions, and raised my son from the dead is at work in your life. I am fighting for you even when you cannot see it. I am making a way for you even when you cannot feel it. My plans for you are good, plans to give you hope and a future. But my child, I need you to trust me. Trust is the key to unlocking the peace you so desperately seek. Trust that I am working all things together for your good, even when life feels chaotic and uncertain. Trust that my timing is perfect, even when it feels like I am silent. Trust that my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. You may be walking through a season of waiting, and I know how hard that can be. But remember, waiting is not wasted when it is done in me. I am using this time to prepare you, to shape you, to deepen your faith. I am teaching you to rely on me, to draw near to me, to find your strength in me. Do not despise the waiting, for it is in these moments that I do my greatest work in your heart. And when the waiting feels unbearable, come to me. Pour out your heart before me, for I am a refuge for you. Do not hold back, let me hear your fears, your doubts, your pain. I am not afraid of your questions or your emotions. I am your Father, and I long to comfort you, to speak truth into your life, to remind you that you are not alone. Rest in my promises, my child. I have promised to never leave you nor forsake you. I have promised to be your shield and your strength, your refuge and your fortress. I have promised to give you peace that surpasses all understanding, to guard your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. My promises are not empty words, they are a firm foundation that you can stand on. When the world feels like it is crumbling around you, stand on my word. When the storms of life rage, anchor yourself in my truth. My word is a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. It is living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword. It is your weapon against the lies of the enemy, your guide through the darkness, your source of hope and strength. Let my word dwell in you richly, my child. Meditate on it day and night. Let it shape your thoughts, your words, your actions. Let it remind you of who I am and who you are in me. You are not defeated, you are more than a conqueror. You are not forgotten, you are chosen and beloved. You are not alone, I am with you always. My child, I want you to understand that my love for you is not dependent on your performance. You do not have to earn my love, it is freely given. You do not have to strive for my approval, you already have it. You are loved, not because of what you do, but because of who you are, my child. Even in your weakness, I love you. Even in your mistakes, I love you. Even in your doubts and fears, I love you. My love is unconditional, unchanging, unwavering. It is a love that pursues you, that fights for you, that never gives up on you. It is a love that sent my son to the cross for you, that conquered sin and death for you, that offers you eternal life in me. So come to me, my beloved. Come with your burdens, your brokenness, your pain. Come with your questions, your doubts, your fears. Come as you are, and let me give you rest. Let me hold you in my arms, whispering my love into your heart, reminding you that you are mine. Do not be afraid, my child. I am with you, now and always. Rest in my arms, and let me carry you through. You are loved. You are cherished. You are mine. Forever and always. My beloved child, let these words sink deeply into your heart. You are not walking this journey alone. Every step you take, I am with you. When the road is steep and your strength feels small, I am the one carrying you. When the valley is dark and fear threatens to overwhelm you, I am your light, guiding you forward. I am your constant companion, your ever-present help in trouble, your unshakable foundation. Lift your eyes to me, my child. Do not focus on the storms around you, for they will only bring fear and doubt. Instead, fix your gaze on me, the one who calms the storms. Remember when Peter walked on water? As long as his eyes were on me, he did the impossible. But when he looked at the waves, he began to sink. I reached out and caught him, just as I will catch you when you falter. I am always here, ready to lift you up, to steady your steps, to set your feet on solid ground. Do not let fear rule your heart. Fear is a thief, stealing your joy, your peace, your hope. But I have not given you a spirit of fear. I have given you a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. When fear whispers lies into your ear, drown it out with the truth of my word. Speak my promises over your life. Declare my faithfulness. Stand firm in the knowledge that I am your refuge and fortress, your God in whom you can trust. When the world feels heavy, come to me. My arms are open wide, ready to embrace you, to hold you, to comfort you. Lay your burdens at my feet, and let me give you rest. My yoke is easy, and my burden is light. I do not ask you to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, that is my job. I am the one who holds all things together, who sustains the universe by my powerful word. Trust me to carry your burdens, to fight your battles, to work all things together for your good. My child, I know that life can feel overwhelming. The trials you face may seem insurmountable, the pain too deep, the journey too long. But do not lose heart. I am the God of the impossible, the one who brings beauty from ashes, who turns mourning into dancing, who gives joy in place of despair. I am the one who makes a way where there is no way, who opens doors that no one can shut, who brings streams of living water to the desert places of your life. Remember, my beloved, that I am not distant or uninvolved. I am intimately acquainted with your struggles, your fears, your pain. I know every thought, every tear, every prayer. And I am not just watching from a distance, I am actively working in your life. Even when you cannot see it, I am moving. Even when you cannot feel it, I am there. My plans for you are unfolding, and they are good. You may wonder why you are facing such difficult times. You may question my love, my faithfulness, my presence. But know this, my child, your suffering is not in vain. I am using it to shape you, to refine you, to make you more like my son. Just as gold is refined by fire, so your faith is being purified and strengthened. The trials you face are not meant to destroy you, but to prepare you for the incredible plans I have for you. Do not be discouraged by the pain of the present. It is temporary, and it is producing in you a glory that far outweighs it all. Fix your eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Trust that I am working all things together for your good and my glory, even when you cannot see how. Let my promises be your anchor in the storm. I have promised to never leave you nor forsake you. I have promised to be your refuge and strength, your ever-present help in trouble. I have promised to work all things together for your good. And I have promised that nothing, not trouble, hardship, persecution, famine, danger, or sword, can separate you from my love. So, my child, rest in my arms. Let go of the fear, the doubt, the worry, the pain. Surrender it all to me, and let me fill you with my peace. Let my love wash over you, soothing your soul, calming your spirit, renewing your strength. You are safe in my arms, protected by my power, held by my love. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are mine, and I am yours. Rest in me, my beloved, and let me carry you through. I am with you, now and always. Forever and ever. My child, I am calling you to lean deeper into me. The weight of life is heavy, but my arms are stronger than the burdens you carry. Do you hear me whispering to your heart? Be still. Let the noise and chaos of the world fade away, and rest in the silence of my presence. It is in the quiet moments that you will hear my voice most clearly, speaking peace into your heart, reminding you of my love, and guiding your steps forward. Do not be afraid to let go. I know how tightly you hold on to control, how hard you try to fix things on your own. But I never intended for you to bear this alone. Release it all into my hands, the fears that haunt you, the worries that consume you, the dreams that feel out of reach. Trust that I am more than able to handle what you cannot. My hands are the same hands that formed the universe, that parted the seas, that healed the broken, and that were pierced for you. If I could do all this, Do you not believe I can carry your burdens? Come closer, my beloved. Let my word be the balm for your weary soul. Be still and know that I am God. These words are not just for others, they are for you. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have it all figured out. You simply need to be still and rest in the knowledge that I am sovereign, that I am good, and that I am in control. I see your heartache, the unanswered questions that weigh you down. I hear the cries of your soul, even the ones you cannot put into words. Know this, your tears are never wasted. Each one is precious to me, and I keep them as a reminder of my love and care for you. You may not understand why you are walking through this valley, but trust that I am walking with you, every step of the way. I have not forgotten you. I will never abandon you. When you feel like giving up, remember this truth, I am your strength. In your weakness, my power is made perfect. When you feel like you cannot take another step, lean on me, and I will carry you. I am your rock, your fortress, your ever-present help. You do not have to do this alone, for I am with you, holding you, sustaining you, and giving you all that you need. Let my love fill the empty places in your heart. You were created for relationship with me, and my love is the only thing that can truly satisfy the deepest longings of your soul. No achievement, no possession, no person can take the place of my love. Rest in it, abide in it, let it renew and restore you. My love is not like the fleeting love of this world, it is eternal, unchanging, and unconditional. It is the love that pursued you, even to the cross. Do not be afraid to come closer. Even if you feel unworthy, even if you feel you've made too many mistakes, my arms are open wide. There is nothing you can do to separate yourself from my love. Nothing in all creation can tear you from my grasp. You are mine, and I am yours. Come as you are, and let me transform you with my grace. Child, life may have dealt you challenges that seem impossible to overcome. You may feel crushed under the weight of your circumstances. But take heart. I am the God who turns mourning into dancing, who gives beauty for ashes, who brings life out of death. There is nothing too hard for me. The same power that raised my son from the grave is alive in you. Do not give up, there is hope in me. I want you to know that your life has a purpose. You are not here by accident. Every moment, every trial, every victory is part of a greater plan that I am weaving together for good. You may not see the full picture now, but trust that I am working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail for my glory and your ultimate joy. So press on, my child. Press on with the strength I provide. When you are weary, come to me, and I will give you rest. When you are afraid, remember that I am with you, my rod and my staff comforting you. When you feel lost, remember that I am the Good Shepherd, guiding you, protecting you, leading you to green pastures and still waters. You are not defined by your struggles, my beloved. You are defined by my love. You are my child, my treasure, my delight. Rest in that truth. Let it fill your heart with peace, your soul with joy, and your spirit with strength. And when the storms of life rage, when the waves threaten to overwhelm you, remember this, I am in the boat with you. Just as I calmed the storm with a word, I will calm the storms in your life. Trust me, lean into me, and know that you are never alone. Rest in my arms, my beloved, and find the peace that only I can give. You are mine, and I am yours, forever and always. My child, there is more I want to tell you, more I want you to grasp about the depth of my love and the strength of my presence. As you rest in my arms, let your heart be still and your spirit attentive, for I am speaking directly to you now. When life feels like an endless battle, remember that I am the Lord of hosts. I fight for you. You do not need to face your enemies alone. The battles that seem too great for you are not too great for me. I am the God who brought down the walls of Jericho, who parted the Red Sea, and who defeated the enemy with a single word. What can stand against you when I am for you? No weapon formed against you will prosper, for I am your shield, your defender, your strong tower. When doubt creeps into your mind, do not give it power. Do not allow it to grow. Bring your doubts to me, and I will replace them with faith. Just as I was patient with Thomas, I am patient with you. Even when you struggle to believe, I am still faithful. I will show you my goodness. I will reveal my hand at work in your life. Do not let doubt distance you from me, instead, let it drive you closer, seeking me more earnestly. Do you remember the story of the prodigal son? Even when he had wandered far, even when he had squandered all he was given, the father ran to meet him with open arms. That is my heart for you, my child. Even when you feel far from me, even when you think you have failed too many times, I am running to meet you. My arms are open wide, ready to welcome you back, to restore you, to celebrate your return. I want you to know that I see the hidden places of your heart, the fears you cannot speak aloud, the wounds you try to hide, the questions you are afraid to ask. I see them all, and I love you still. I do not love you because you are perfect, I love you because you are mine. My love is not conditional on your performance or your perfection. It is rooted in who I am, and I am love. When the world tells you that you are not enough, hear my voice speaking louder, you are enough because I am enough. Your worth is not determined by what you do or what others think of you. Your worth is found in me, and I have called you my beloved, my chosen one, my child. You are precious in my sight, and I delight in you. There will be times when the path ahead seems uncertain. You may not know which way to go or what decision to make. In those moments, remember that I am your guide. My word is a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. I will not leave you wandering in the darkness. Seek me, and I will direct your steps. Trust me, even when the way seems unclear, for I am leading you to a future filled with hope. Do not be afraid of the unknown, for I am already there. I go before you to prepare the way. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. There is nothing in your future that surprises me, nothing that I cannot handle. Rest in the assurance that I am in control, that I am working all things for your good, and that I will never leave your side. My beloved, you are stronger than you think because my strength is made perfect in your weakness. When you feel like you cannot go on, remember that I am your source of strength. Come to me, and I will renew your strength. You will soar on wings like eagles, you will run and not grow weary, you will walk and not be faint. Let my peace fill your heart. It is not the fragile peace that the world offers, it is a peace that surpasses all understanding. It is the peace of knowing that I am in control, that I am for you, that I am with you. Let my peace guard your heart and mind, keeping you steady in the midst of life's storms. I want you to know that your pain is not wasted. I am using it to shape you, to grow you, to draw you closer to me. I am the God who turns ashes into beauty, who brings life out of death, who makes all things new. Trust that I am at work in your life, even in the hardest moments. Trust that I am weaving a story of redemption, a story of hope, a story of glory. Rest, my child. Rest in my love. Rest in my promises. Rest in the knowledge that you are deeply loved, that you are never alone, that you are held in my everlasting arms. Let my words be the anchor for your soul, the light in your darkness, the hope in your heart. You are mine, and I am yours, forever and always. My beloved child, hear my voice as I continue to speak over your life. I have called you by name, you are mine. Even when the storms rage, and the waves seem to swallow you whole, I am the one who commands the seas. My hand is never too short to reach you, and my love is never too distant to find you. Rest, knowing that I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. You are not forgotten. You are my treasure, and I delight in you. When your heart feels heavy and your soul is weary, come to me. Bring your burdens and lay them at my feet. Do not carry them alone. I am the burden bearer, the lifter of your head. I have invited you into my rest, a rest that is deeper than sleep, a rest that quiets your mind and refreshes your spirit. Take refuge in me, for I am your safe place, your hiding spot, your shelter in the storm. The enemy may try to whisper lies to you, trying to convince you that you are unworthy or that your struggles define you. But I am the truth, and my truth will set you free. You are not defined by your failures, your weaknesses, or your past. You are defined by my love, my grace, and my promises. When I look at you, I see my beloved creation, fearfully and wonderfully made, crafted with intention and purpose. Remember this, I do not measure your worth by what you accomplish. I see your heart. I see the battles you face and the courage it takes to trust me in the midst of them. Even when you stumble, even when you doubt, I am there, picking you up, encouraging you, and reminding you that my grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in your weakness. Let me remind you of my promises. I have promised to never leave you nor forsake you. I have promised to be with you always, even to the end of the age. I have promised to work all things together for your good because you love me and are called according to my purpose. I have promised to give you a future filled with hope, and my promises never fail. Hold on to them, my child. They are an anchor for your soul. There will be days when the darkness seems overwhelming, but remember, I am the light of the world. The darkness cannot overcome me. Walk in my light, and let it guide your path. Even in the valley of the shadow of death, you have no reason to fear, for I am with you. My rod and my staff will comfort you, and I will prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. My goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life, and you will dwell in my house forever. My child, lift your eyes to me. Do not be consumed by the troubles of this world. Fix your gaze on me, for I am your source of hope and joy. I am your provider, your healer, your redeemer. There is nothing too hard for me. Trust me with your heart, your plans, your future. Surrender it all to me, and watch as I do immeasurably more than you could ever ask or imagine. Let me remind you that your story is not over. I am still writing it, and the best is yet to come. Every chapter, every twist, every turn is part of my divine plan for your life. Trust my timing, for it is perfect. Though it may seem delayed, I am never late. At the appointed time, I will bring everything to pass. Be patient, my child, and rest in the knowledge that I am at work, even when you cannot see it. Take comfort in knowing that I am the God who sees you. I see your tears, your struggles, your victories, and your dreams. Nothing escapes my notice. I am intimately involved in every detail of your life, and I care about everything that concerns you. Bring your cares to me, and I will sustain you. Cast your anxieties on me, for I care deeply for you. As you rest in my arms, let my peace wash over you. It is a peace that the world cannot give and cannot take away. It is the peace of knowing that you are fully known and fully loved. It is the peace of trusting in my sovereignty, my wisdom, and my goodness. Let my peace guard your heart and mind, keeping you steady and secure, no matter what comes your way. My beloved, I am inviting you into a deeper relationship with me. Spend time in my presence, listen to my voice, and let my word dwell richly in your heart. In me, you will find everything you need, strength for today, hope for tomorrow, and joy that transcends circumstances. You are not alone, I am with you, now and forever. So rest, my child. Rest in my arms. Let go of the striving, the worrying, the fear. Trust in me, and let me carry you. You are safe here. You are loved here. You are mine, and I am yours, forever and always. My beloved child, linger in my presence a little longer. Let my words fill the deepest parts of your heart. There is still so much I want you to know, so much I want to pour into your spirit. Do not rush away. This moment, this time with me, is sacred. It is where you find rest for your soul. As you rest in my arms, I want you to know that your prayers are precious to me. Every word you whisper, every tear you shed, I see it all. Even the prayers you cannot put into words, the cries of your heart that seem too deep for expression, I hear them. My spirit intercedes for you with groanings too deep for words. You are not praying into the void, you are speaking directly to me, your heavenly Father, who loves you beyond measure. I know there are times when you feel as though your prayers are unanswered, times when you wonder if I am listening. My child, trust me when I say I am always listening. My timing is not your timing, and my ways are not your ways. But know this, every prayer you lift to me is stored in my heart. I answer in the way that is best for you, even if you cannot see it yet. Trust in my wisdom, for I see the end from the beginning. When you feel weak, remember that my strength is available to you. You were never meant to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. That is my job. I hold all things together. Lean on me, and I will sustain you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. My power is limitless, and it is made perfect in your weakness. Do not be afraid to come to me with your burdens. I am your refuge, your strength, and your ever-present help in times of trouble. My child, I want you to walk in the confidence of my love. Let go of the shame that tries to cling to you, for I have already removed it. When you came to me, confessing your sins, I forgave you completely. I cast your sins as far as the east is from the west and remember them no more. Do not allow the enemy to make you live in the shadow of your past. You are a new creation in me, the old has gone, and the new has come. Walk in the freedom I have given you. The world may try to define you by your mistakes, your failures, or your shortcomings, but I define you by my grace. You are my beloved, my chosen one, my masterpiece. I created you with care and precision, and I see you as my treasure. When the world's words wound you, let my truth be the balm that heals. You are more than a conqueror through me, and nothing in all creation can separate you from my love. I also want you to know that your life has a purpose. You are not here by accident. I placed you in this time, in this place, for a reason. I have plans for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Seek me, and I will reveal them to you. I will guide you on the path I have prepared for you. Trust in me, even when the road seems uncertain, for I am leading you to something greater than you can imagine. My child, do not fear what lies ahead. The future is in my hands, and I hold it securely. When the enemy tries to fill your heart with fear, stand on my promises. Declare them over your life. Speak my word, for it is your weapon against the lies of the enemy. Remember that I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Stand firm in this truth, and do not let fear dictate your life. Even as you face challenges, know that I am using them for your good. The trials you endure are not meant to break you, they are meant to refine you. Like gold in the fire, you are being purified, shaped into the image of my Son. Though the process may be painful, the result is glorious. Trust me in the midst of the fire, for I am with you, and I am faithful to complete the work I have begun in you. Let my joy fill your heart, even in the midst of difficulties. My joy is not dependent on circumstances, it is rooted in who I am. Rejoice in me, for I am your salvation. Let my joy be your strength, lifting you above the trials of life and giving you a reason to sing, even in the darkest nights. My beloved, I am with you always. In your laughter and your tears, in your victories and your struggles, I am there. When you cannot see the way forward, I am your guide. When you feel lost, I am your compass. When you are weary, I am your rest. You are never alone, for I am Emmanuel, God with you. So come to me, my child. Rest in my arms. Trust in my love. Let me fill you with my peace, my joy, and my hope. Let me be your everything, for I am more than enough. You are mine, and I am yours, forever and always. Rest in my arms and know that I will never let you go. My beloved child, remain in my embrace and let my words continue to breathe life into your soul. Even now, as you hear these words, my spirit is moving within you, healing the broken places and strengthening the weary parts of your heart. I am not just speaking to you, I am pouring into you the fullness of my love, the depth of my peace, and the overwhelming assurance that I am your God. Do you feel the weight lifting from your shoulders? That is my hand, removing the burdens you were never meant to carry. Cast all your cares upon me, for I care for you deeply. Let go of the anxieties that rob you of joy and the fears that keep you bound. My yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Walk with me, and I will teach you the rhythms of grace, where your soul finds rest and your spirit soars with freedom. I want you to know that I have never taken my eyes off you, not for a single moment. Even in the times when you felt forgotten, I was there. I have seen every step you've taken, every tear you've cried, and every prayer you've whispered in the dark. Nothing escapes my notice. I am the God who sees you, who knows you, and who loves you with an everlasting love. When the world grows loud and chaotic, seek the stillness of my presence. In the quiet, you will hear my voice, soft, gentle, and reassuring. I am not far from you, I am closer than your breath. Speak to me, and I will answer. Draw near to me, and I will draw near to you. Let me be your anchor when the storms rage and your light when the path grows dark. Remember this truth, you are my masterpiece. Before the foundations of the world, I knew you. I formed you in your mother's womb with care and purpose. Every detail of your life was written by my hand. You are not a mistake, not an afterthought. You are my creation, fearfully and wonderfully made. Walk in this truth, my child, and let it silence the lies of the enemy. When you look to the future and feel uncertainty creeping in, rest in the knowledge that I am already there. I have gone ahead of you to prepare the way. Every twist, every turn, every obstacle has been accounted for in my perfect plan. Trust me, even when the path seems unclear. I am your guide, your shepherd, your protector. I will lead you beside still waters and restore your soul. Do not be discouraged by the trials you face. They are not meant to harm you but to strengthen you. Like a tree that grows deeper roots during a storm, your faith is growing stronger in the midst of adversity. You may not see it now, but one day you will look back and see how I carried you through, how I turned every trial into a testimony, every pain into purpose. Let me remind you of who I am. I am the God who parted the Red Sea, who shut the mouths of lions, who brought down giants with a single stone. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. The miracles you read about in my word are not just stories, they are a testament to my power, my faithfulness, and my unchanging nature. What I did for them, I can do for you. Trust in me, for I am able to do immeasurably more than you can ask or imagine. And know this, I delight in you. You bring joy to my heart, not because of what you do but because of who you are, my child. When you come to me in prayer, my heart rejoices. When you trust me in the midst of uncertainty, my name is glorified. You are my joy, my treasure, and my delight. As you continue on this journey, do not walk alone. I have placed people in your life to encourage you, support you, and walk alongside you. Surround yourself with those who point you to me, who remind you of my promises, and who pray for you. And be that person for others, a light in the darkness, a beacon of hope, a reflection of my love. Finally, let my peace reign in your heart. The world may offer temporary solutions, fleeting comforts, but my peace is eternal. It surpasses all understanding and guards your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. Rest in this peace, knowing that I am in control. I am working all things together for your good, even when you cannot see it. My beloved child, my arms are always open to you. Rest in them, not just today but every day. Let this be the place you return to when life becomes overwhelming. Let this be the place where you find strength, hope, and love. You are mine, and I am yours, forever. Rest in my arms, and know that I am with you always, even to the end of the age. My beloved child, I am not finished with you yet. The journey we are on together is one of growth, transformation, and unending love. I see the weariness in your heart, the questions that linger, and the dreams that seem out of reach. Trust me, for I am the author of your story, and every chapter, even the hard ones, has a purpose. When life feels like it is falling apart, I am still holding it together. I am the foundation that cannot be shaken, the rock on which you can stand. Though the winds may blow and the waves may crash, you will not be overcome. You are anchored in my love, and nothing, not trials, not sorrows, not even death itself, can separate you from me. Do you know how deeply I love you? My love is not based on your performance or your perfection. It is unconditional, unwavering, and eternal. Before you ever took your first breath, I chose you. I loved you then, and I love you now, with a love that cannot be measured. Let this truth sink deep into your heart. You are fully known and fully loved by me. I see the dreams you carry, the ones you've held on to for so long. Some feel too big, too impossible. Others have been buried under disappointment and fear. But I am the God of the impossible. I am the one who brings dead things to life, who makes a way where there is no way. Bring your dreams to me, and trust me with them. I can do far more with them than you ever could on your own. And when you feel like you've failed, when guilt and shame try to weigh you down, remember that my grace is sufficient for you. There is no sin too great, no mistake too big, that my grace cannot cover. When you come to me with a repentant heart, I forgive completely and instantly. I do not hold your past against you. Instead, I take your brokenness and turn it into something beautiful. Rest in my forgiveness. Rest in my love. Rest in the knowledge that I am for you, not against you. I am your advocate, your defender, your ever-present help in trouble. When others turn away, I remain. When the world says you are not enough, I declare that you are mine, and that is enough. Let me remind you again, you are not alone. I am with you in every moment, in every season. I am with you in the joy and in the sorrow, in the laughter and in the tears. When you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I am there. When you stand on the mountaintop, I am there. You cannot escape my presence, for I am always with you. Lift your eyes to me, my child. Do not be consumed by the troubles of this world. Fix your gaze on me, the author and finisher of your faith. In me, you will find everything you need. I am your provider, your healer, your peace, your strength. Whatever you lack, I will supply. Whatever you need, I will give. Trust in me, and you will not be disappointed. As you rest in my arms, let my peace wash over you. Let it quiet the fears and calm the anxieties. Let it fill the empty places and mend the broken ones. My peace is a gift to you, a peace that the world cannot give and the world cannot take away. It is yours for the taking, if only you will receive it. Beloved, you are my child. You are my delight. You are the one I died for, the one I rose again for, the one I will return for. You are precious in my sight, and I have called you by name. You are mine. Rest in this truth. Rest in my arms. And know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that I will never let you go. So, my beloved, stay with me. Let my words continue to strengthen you, to encourage you, to remind you of who you are and whose you are. The world may try to tear you down, but my word will build you up. The enemy may try to silence you, but my spirit will empower you to speak. Stand firm in your faith. Stand firm in my love. And know that no matter what comes, I am with you, now and always.